The Ethereum ETF finally got accepted by the SEC and we are seeing a huge pump for Ethereum. Later in the video I will tell you how this may cause the next alt season. But first I will have a look at Bitcoin on several time frames, and then later in the video I will also discuss some altcoins with you. If you want to support my channel, please like and comment under the video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Follow me on X and let's dive right into the charts. This huge resistance area for Bitcoin on a daily time frame was a little bit too strong and we are seeing a huge rejection from this point. We are now back at this previous resistance and we have to turn it into support to become a little bit more bullish. So what we want to see a retest of this level to turn it into support and then see a bounce back up. But yeah, another scenario will be that we are going to break down from this level and then we have to aim for lower prices again. So be cautious here. But this is the make or break point for Bitcoin. And the two scenarios we can see unfolding for Bitcoin is that we're going to see a bounce from this level, come back up to the resistance, or we can see a break for this level, retest it as a resistance and come further back down. And what we want to see if we're going to break to the top side, we want to see a clear break, then maybe create a new all-time high, and then come back to retest this resistance as support, and then come further back up, and that will be very healthy price action. Bitcoin has been in this Bullflag formation for quite a while. After this run-up, we saw a huge consolidation with a falling channel formation, and it was a very bullish price pattern because we can see this Bullflag was unfolding. We broke out beautifully out of this Bullflag, and now we're retesting this previous downward sloping resistance line as support, and we can see we're already seeing a little bit of a bounce. So what we want to see for Bitcoin in the coming days is that we're going to see a bit of a bounce from this level. And the breakout target of this Bullflag formation is around the $90,000, so that's an insane trade. And then of course we immediately make an all-time high because the all-time high is here. So this will also be a very interesting point for Bitcoin to look at, because if we bounce from this level, then the $90,000 is imminent for Bitcoin. And yesterday we saw another positive day for the Bitcoin ETFs. We saw an inflow of 107 million, and it was the 9th consecutive day of net inflow for the Bitcoin ETFs. And yeah, yesterday I talked about it, and we created this all-time high for the cumulative inflow. We're already at the $13.5 billion of total inflow. So that's insane. And yeah, of course, yesterday the Ethereum ETF got accepted, so this will also have a huge effect on the markets. I want to have a closer look at the 4-hour time frame of Bitcoin. I talked about this huge inverse head and shoulders for Bitcoin. We broke to the top side, retested this previous resistance as support, then come further back up. And now this resistance was a little bit too strong, as I said, and we come back down. And yeah, we can currently see this the price is interacting with this previous resistance, and yeah, we need to turn it into support, because this is a very interesting line for Bitcoin, and we have to keep the support. And if it's holding strong enough, then we want to see a bounce to the upside. But yeah, we can also see a bounce to the downside and then come further back down. But this is the make or break point for Bitcoin in the coming days. So keep an eye out on this pattern. And the most interesting news from yesterday is that the Ethereum spot ETF got approved by the SEC, and this is huge for the crypto market and also just the altcoin markets in general. Because if Ethereum gets its own spot ETF, a lot of other altcoins could also have their own ETF. So that is huge. And I want to have a look at the Ethereum/Bitcoin pair, and yeah, we can see this pair has been in this huge downtrend. So on this way down, it was better to hold Bitcoin than Ethereum. But we are seeing a huge bounce from this pair in this week, and it is also a bounce from this huge support area. And if this pattern breaks to the top side, we will see the new alt season ignite, because yeah, if Ethereum gains strength against Bitcoin, we can see in the past this was the start of the alt season. And if this pattern just breaks to the top side, retest this previous resistance as this downward sloping resistance line as support, and then come further back up, yeah, maybe we can see the new alt season ignite. But for now we have to be a little bit patient, and we can also see this price is getting a little bit rejected by this downward sloping resistance line. So we have to be a little bit patient, and we wait for the confirmation of the breakout, retest it as support, and then come further back up. So if this pattern break out, we might see the next alt season. And I also want to have a look at Ethereum on the daily time frame. I also talked about Ethereum yesterday in my video, and we can see this huge support was strong enough after this falling wedge formation, and we bounced back up also due to the very important news for the spot Ethereum ETF. And now we can see we are at this huge resistance area, and yeah, yesterday we tried to shoot above it and force a breakout, but this resistance is a little bit too strong for now. So what we can expect, we can of course expect that we are going to see a break to the top side, retest this previous resistance as support, and then come further back up. I expect a little bit more downside because the hype around the spot Ethereum ETF is a little bit gone now, because the approval is settled. And then we will see a little bit of a downside, maybe test this huge region, because it's also a very important region with a lot of price action there. Retest this maybe as support, and then come further back up and test this previous big resistance. So if we break this resistance, then the new all-time high for Ethereum will come soon. The next altcoin I want to have a look at with you is PEPE. PEPE is, of course, everyone knows PEPE of this. This is a huge meme coin. And we can see PEPE has seen this huge, beautiful run-up. Then you saw a huge resistance unfolding, and this big resistance area is unfolding for PEPE. We maybe can see this inverse head and shoulders unfolding for PEPE, and with the left shoulder, a head and a right shoulder. And now we can see a huge run-up with a breakout of this resistance area. We can also see this area is getting retested as support, and from this support we shoot up like crazy. And from this area you could have a very interesting trade of more than 60%, so that is an insane trade to make. Of course, I think PEPE is the new Dogecoin of this bull cycle. So congratulations if you hold PEPE. Yeah, what I wanted to say is this is a very beautiful run-up with a retest and then come further back up. So this is always the way to trade these kind of assets. Then I want to discuss Solana with you. Solana has been in this beautiful run-up after this breakout of this consolidation pattern. We saw a huge rise the last week, but now we are seeing a little bit of a downside because this previous resistance is getting turned into support. But we can see a little bit of a bearish candle unfolding for Solana now. So what we want to see today is that we're going to see this support is getting hold, because if we break down, we will see lower levels from here. But if the support holds, we will see a bounce from this level and then come further back up to test the previous all-time high. And that will be very bullish for Solana. So keep an eye out on this pattern, because this area is now the make or break point for Solana. And the last altcoin I want to discuss with you is FetchAI. FetchAI has seen this beautiful run-up, then a big consolidation with multiple touch points on the top side at this downward sloping resistance line, and also multiple touch points on the downside as support. And we can see we broke out beautifully of this pattern, and we are now seeing a retest of this previous resistance as support. And we can also see a bounce already, so that is that's beautiful. And if this support is holding, we can aim for higher levels, but this was a very beautiful trade to make. So you could enter the market here and along and then aim for higher prices. But this is also the make or break point for Fetch. So keep an eye out on this pattern. So this was it for today. Slap up that like button, comment on the video, and subscribe to my YouTube channel to never miss a video in the future. Follow me on X, where I post daily content about Bitcoin and just crypto in general. And I will also post a lot of crypto related news. I hope you find this video useful, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.